Hello. So I want to share some reflections on culturally responsive practice in social work. And as social workers, we know that culture shapes not only how people experience health and illnesses, but also who has access to care in the first place. And so, culturally responsive practice doesn't mean being an expert. Um, it's someone else's culture. Instead, it's about approaching every client with cultural humility, which is recognizing differences, listening deeply, and being willing to learn from the individuals, families, and communities that we served. Also, it means being aware of how systemic oppression, which is through discriminatory policies, socioeconomic barriers, or provider biases, show up in healthcare. um, Definitely our role is not only to support clients directly, but to advocate for equity within these larger systems. Also, the ecological model reminds us that health isn't shaped by isolation. A client microsystem like the family, the school, connects to larger systems like policy, economics, and culture. Also, understanding these layers help us see how social determinants of health, like things of like housing, income, and education, accounts for most of what impacts people well-being. Another piece is trauma. Here, research on AIDS shows how early and historical trauma can affect health across the lifetime and even generations. And for communities impacted by colonization, slavery, or systemic racism, trauma doesn't just live in the past, it shows up in the present. And by recognizing this, it helps us respond with empathy, advocacy, and care that is truly responsive. And for me personally, I've learned that even when clients may not share my political or cultural views, practicing cultural humility helped me step back from assumptions and lean into curiosity instead of judgment. So at the end of the day, cultural responsive practice is about honoring each person's dignity, seeing the bigger system at play, and using our social work voice to bridge gaps, challenge inequalities, and help people feel seen and heard.